Hi everyone, in this lecture I will try to explain uh, the concept of future value and present value, the relation between future value, present value and interest rate. Because this relation is very important in the money and in studying the money and banking and to understand the prices of bonds, how to determine the prices of bonds, and also the internal rate of return, uh, because we know the time has value and the value of money today is not the same as the value of the same amount of time of money in the future, because there are opportunity costs for holding the money and not investing the money. Because you can otherwise put your money in the bank and you get interest rate on this money, like in deposit in banks, or you can invest this money, or otherwise maybe you consuming, and therefore the time has value. It's very important concept in the money and banking. In order to determine the relation between the future value and present value and interest rate, we just now take example, very simple example. We imagine that like we just have $100. $100, that's now the present value, $100. When the future value of $100, when we give simple example, just simple investment, you put this money in as deposit, time deposit in any bank, and you get at end of the period, maybe 1 year, you get interest rate. Therefore, after 1 year, the future value of $100 will become 100 multiplied with interest rate. $100 is like the present value. This is the value of money, today, the present value. Therefore, the future value will be equal this equation plus present value we multiply by interest rate, and the future value will become present value. We just pull out the present value, and this equation we can use this equation to calculate the future value or the present value for any amount of money. And in this equation we assume that just 1 year time here, but we can extend the analysis to many years, because if you put your money as deposit in any bank for many years or for many period of time or months, you will get, as will extend this equation, will become, after 1 year, they will give you interest rate and we can extend this to many years period of time, and by solving for this equation, by solving this equation, we see that here this the time period. How many time, maybe time in years, or maybe time in months or days. And this is very important point, because that means the interest rate and the time period must be the same. And the same unit, if we talk about a monthly interest rate, the time here period is like in months. If we talk about everyday interest rate, this will be days. And if we talk about interest rate, yearly interest rate, this means here we consider time as years. How many years? It's very important point, because many students, they make mistake in here. They don't recognize the difference between monthly interest rate and yearly interest rate, because here this equation, they must be in the same unit. If we talk about monthly interest rate, this here about maybe the period in months. If we talk about yearly interest rate, the time here in years. We take example because from this equation we can calculate the present value for any payment or money expected money or payment in the future. For the present value for any payment on the money in the future will be just this equation, 1 plus interest rate this time. We measure that the future, if we assume interest rate is equal to maybe interest rate equal to 16%. The future value for $100 after 1 year will become this 1 year, and maybe you can use this equation for calculated for many years. If we talk about yearly interest rate, maybe 2 or 3, depends on the time period of deposit. But we just now make it simple, it's just 1 year. Therefore, the future value for $100 will become this amount of money. The most important thing that means that we use this equation for present value or future value to calculate the present value for any payment in the future. We can now how expected payment in the future, how much worth now, and this is very important because in determine investment in any project and also determine the prices of bonds. Thank you.